The Roman phase. Marcus Aurelius, the philosopher king. We recently completed the Greek phase. The philosophy now travels to Rome, where it stops being theoretical and starts being political. Are you ready to meet the Roman practitioners, starting with Marcus Aurelius? Marcus Aurelius is the ultimate proof of concept. If Zeno is the theory, Marcus is the practice. He answers the question, does this philosophy actually work when the weight of the world is on your shoulders? As Emperor of Rome, 161 to 180 AD, he was the most powerful man on earth. He could have indulged in any pleasure or killed any enemy. Instead, he chose to be good. 1. The context. A reign of nightmares. It is a mistake to think Marcus sat in a palace writing poetry. His life was a horror story. The plague. The Antonine Plague killed millions, including his co-emperor. He oversaw the burial of cartloads of bodies daily. The wars. He spent nearly his entire reign on the northern frontier fighting barbarian tribes in freezing mud. The betrayal. His most trusted general, Avidius Cassius, declared himself emperor and tried to usurp the throne. The loss. He buried his wife and 8 of his 13 children. The Stoic test. He didn't break. He didn't turn into a tyrant. He used Stoicism to keep himself sane amidst the chaos. 2. The book. Ta eis Hilton. To himself. We call it Meditations, but the original title was simply To Himself. It was not for us. This is the only great book in history never intended for publication. It was a private diary written in army tents. The repetition. You will notice he repeats the same ideas. That is deliberate. He isn't teaching, he is repping. He is doing spiritual push-ups to force himself to follow the rules. 3. Core concept. The inner citadel. Marcus realized he had zero control over the outside world. He couldn't stop the plague or the rain. So he developed the concept of the inner citadel. The retreat. He argued the best retreat is not in the mountains, but inside your own soul. The invulnerability. He believed the ruling center of the mind, hegemonikon, cannot be touched by fire or slander unless you allow it. Things cannot touch the mind. They have no access to the soul. The mind is the ruler of its own kingdom. 4. Core concept. The obstacle is the way. This is his contribution to resilience. He reframed setbacks using a fire metaphor. The candle. A weak fire is extinguished by an obstacle, wind. The bonfire. A strong fire consumes the obstacle. It turns the debris into fuel. He wrote, "The impediment to action advances action. What stands in the way becomes the way." If a general betrays him, it is an opportunity to practice forgiveness. If the plague hits, it is an opportunity to practice service. The problem is the fuel. 5. The view from above. When people annoyed him or flattered him, Marcus used the view from above to crush his ego. He would visualize Earth from space, seeing Rome as just a speck. He thought about the emperors before him. Alexander the Great and his mule driver both died, and the same thing happened to them. By visualizing his insignificance, he found peace. If nothing matters in the long run, there is no reason to be anxious now. 6. The struggle to get out of bed. Even the emperor didn't want to go to work. In Book 5, he argues with himself under the covers. Voice of comfort. It is cold. I want to stay here. Voice of reason. Were you made for this? To lie under the blankets? Or were you made to do the work of a human being? He shames himself out of bed by noting that bees, ants, and spiders do their jobs without complaining. 7. His death. The last good emperor. When he was dying in 180 AD, his soldiers were weeping. He told them, "Why do you weep for me? Think instead of the pestilence and the death connected to us all." His death marked the end of the Pax Romana. His son, Commodus, took over, ignored the philosophy, and began the decline of the empire, as seen in Gladiator. Summary. Marcus proves that power does not have to corrupt. He is the father of Stoicism because he proved it works in the hardest job on earth. Next, we will discuss Epictetus, the former slave who taught Marcus through his books.